Joining us now, Jim Greenwood, co-chair of Republicans for Harris in Pennsylvania. Jim, thank you very much for being with me this morning. Hey, so what do you think are the main issues that Pennsylvania voters look at?
Yeah, I think it's not too different than the rest of the country. Inflation is an issue. We all know that. The border is an issue. We all know that. Pennsylvania has a special issue, and it's the fracking issue. 72,000 Pennsylvanians make their living out of the natural gas industry. And, of course, Trump is trying to take her back to her days in California when she was anti-Trump fracking. But she's evolved, and she's changed that. She saw Pennsylvania. She's talked to people from Pennsylvania. And for the last 4 years, she's been acceptable and for fracking. So I think she has to articulate that tonight.
And so what are the main issues you think she has to articulate tonight?
Well, the first thing I think she has to do is be herself. You know, a lot of the people who are uncertain at this time are not going to vote based on intricate policy issues. They're going to vote on their gut and their heart. And she's such an authentic, nice, warm person. She gets teased by the MAGA types for her laughter and her smile. But it's something that distinguishes her from Trump, who has no warmth. He has no charisma. The second thing is, I think she has to show that strength. She has about a 13% advantage with women, but she's down 5% with men. Some of that, I think, is from the old idea that, well, a woman wouldn't be tough enough to stand up to world leaders like Putin and Xi and Kim. I think the way she can do that is stand up to the bully right at the other podium tonight and not take anything from him, and show that she can stand up. And I think the third thing is she has to show herself as a moderate who can appeal to centrists. And I think she has the capacity to do that with her small business programs and her commitment to put a Republican in her cabinet.
You were, you actually served as a member as a Republican. Why are you supporting the vice president?
Well, since day one, I observed him to be a man who is not mentally fit for the job. And it's a harsh thing to say, but others have said it. He's a malignant narcissist, and he's a pathological liar. And given him a second term when he doesn't have to worry about re-election, someone who will lie to his family, to his constituents, to world leaders, to his cabinet, just cannot be trusted to run this country.
And, no Democrat has won the White House without Pennsylvania since 1948. Can the vice president win this race without this state?
Well, I think mathematically it's possible, but it's unlikely. She has to win Pennsylvania. And the fact of the matter is 157,000 Republicans on the primary election, even after Nikki Haley had withdrawn, voted for her. And you have to figure that in the primary election, there's only a 30% turnout, that there are many more people who didn't come out in the primary who feel the same way about Trump. So there are plenty of Pennsylvania Republicans who are open to persuasion.
What do you say to those Republicans who simply say, listen, I cannot vote for Trump because I just can't, but I don't feel comfortable in supporting the vice president because of X or Y positions?
Right. And so what I say to them is, look, you can't vote for Trump. And just remember that after this election, there will still be plenty of Republicans in the House and the Senate. And it's not as if the Harris administration can push any old left-wing legislation to the Congress. Republicans aren't going to let her. So she will, and she has to reach across the aisle, and she has to convince the voters that she is the kind of moderate who wants to get things done in a bipartisan fashion.
Pretty important, this debate tonight, huh? What do you think?
It's huge. It's a huge thing. 27% of the people say they don't have enough information about Kamala Harris. And now we know what's happening. Trump can't really rise above. Everybody knows who he is, so he has to drag her down. And you see that in all of his ads. You're certainly going to see her trying to drag her down tonight. And but the fact that so many people are waiting to see who she is means that this debate and the next 7 weeks are going to determine how people view her. And I think at this point she can only go upwards by being herself, being moderate, and being strong.
Jim Greenwood, thank you very much for being with me this morning.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.